Anybody in this industry can tell you how important it is to have client monitors away from your camera so that clients aren't looking over your shoulder trying to see everything that you're doing. And because of this, the wireless video transmission industry has boomed, and there's a lot of companies offering a lot of different things, from transmitter to receiver to devices that send signals to your cell phone and everything in between. Well, Hollyland has sent me the Mars 400S to check out, and it has a little bit of the best of both worlds. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? My name is Ty Turner, and this is your first time on this channel. This channel was designed for people looking to turn their passion into profit. So if you're a camera guy, a editor, photographer, and you're looking to go from doing this as a hobby to finding a way to making a living doing this channel is designed for that. And today we're going to talk about wireless, why wireless is important, why you need it, and a particular product that was sent out to us we had a chance to review, to play with, and why we like this particular product over what's on the market. So let's talk about the Hollyland Mars 400S. And off top, there's some things you need to know about this particular item that I really like compared to what's on the market. It kind of does everything. And if you've been following the industry, you follow Teradex and all the other brands, you know that wireless is expensive. It's very expensive. It's normally around the $1,500 to $1,200 range. However, this device is half that price and offers a lot of features that those don't offer. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some really high-end expensive stuff that offer 0.0 latency for half a mile away. That's cool. But for this particular unit, it covers a majority of people and a majority of uses. Let's start off by the number one thing, the range. The range is 400 feet. Now, I've been able to test this inside of a location through walls, and I was able to get about 400 feet easily. Outdoors, straight line of sight, you're able to get maybe about 500 feet. Though the box say 400 feet, that's all they're saying they're giving you. I was able to get a little bit more than that with a straight line of view outdoors. That's perfect when I'm shooting a outdoor interview or something like that, and I don't want the client on my back. I want to stay far, or I have somebody pulling focus and they can stay far away. That's why 400 feet is very important when it comes to wireless transmission. This device has very low latency. I want to say less than 12 milliseconds, which is ridiculous. Sometimes you have monitors that are connected to your camera via a cable that has more latency than that. It can transfer 1080p at 60 frames per second. Now, don't be afraid if you got a 4K camera. I haven't had a problem transferring that image, which it will be downsized to 1080p to whatever monitor that I'm using. It works perfectly. Before I talk about what's really unique about this particular unit compared to other ones, let's just talk about what you get in the box. What comes in the box is very simple. You get a transmitter, you get a receiver, you get a L mount so that you can mount the transmitter sideways on your camera. You also get 5 antennas, which I think this is brilliant. Thank you, Hollyland. I appreciate it for giving me an extra antenna. Just in case I lose one, I don't got to go to your website, try to figure out which is the right one for my unit, order it and wait 6 weeks for it to come in. They give you 5 antennas. They also give you 1 power adapter. Now you're like, well, I got 2 units. Why do I get 1 power adapter? Because normally you're going to power the portion, the transmitter that's on your camera with something near your camera, and the receiver can be powered into a wall because it'll usually be with a stack of monitors. So that works. That's perfect. The build quality for these things are excellent. It's metal. So all that other plastic stuff you're spending $1,200 for, this particular unit is metal. Now, there's something that you have to keep in mind. There is a slight fan noise that you can't really hear But if you have it close to a microphone, which very rarely will happen, you will hear it. Now, it's not crazy. In fact, for me to even get you to hear it, I will have to take the unit and lay it on top of the microphone. Can you still hear it? I doubt it. Now, what I love about the Mars 400S compared to the original 400 or 300 is you have an SDI port as well as an HDMI port. Now, if you need to loop it, if you need an HDMI in and an HDMI out, this unit may not be the unit for you if you need it in the transmitter. However, I like to be future-proof. I know that I have cameras that both work off SDI and HDMI, and I want to make sure that this unit can work with this camera as well as any other camera I buy in the future. And those are your two connections that are big right now. A lot of high-end cameras have SDI out, and some have no HDMI out. Some offer both. But either way, I know I'm covered with this unit, and I will get a long lifespan out of this unit by having both ports. Let's talk about a few other features. This particular feature can transmit to 2 receivers from 1 transmitter. That is perfect because now you can watch it on multiple monitors in multiple areas. So it's perfect for really huge shoots where you may have 2 different rooms, or you may have a producer in one side and the director in the other, and they both can view it. Now, let's talk about what makes this unit really special and what I think gives it the nod over other units that are even close. This particular unit allows you to connect Android and iOS devices up to 4, just one hand, not 2, up to 4 to view on your iPad or iPhone. Because if I'm working with a client, it's easy for a client to download the app, scan the barcode, and have the ability to connect to the Wi-Fi signal and view the image from their cell phone or their tablet. Go sit over there 300, 200 feet away and look at the footage from your tablet. Now, let's talk about the app for a second, because the app is super dope. You can record video that you're viewing on the app with the press of a button, or you can take a picture on the app. So let's say I'm doing something and they're like, hey, it's a Pepsi bottle in the background right here. They can take a picture, circle it because there's tools to draw, and send me that image while I'm on set. And if you're a tech guy like me, you can get it on your Apple Watch. Okay, I see it, and go back to work. That, to me, is a game changer. That's what makes this unit different. The app is great. One thing that I really like about the app is it offers 3 different application scene modes. Now, what that does is 3 things. You can choose between speed, which means, hey, I need maximum frame rate because I need to see this as soon as you can get the image to my iOS device. You can choose between image quality, which is, hey, this is a big budget shoot. I want the best image quality you can get to my iPad or Android device, or a combination of the 2, which I use most often. However, if you're a colorist, you probably want the best image. If you're shooting something with sports, you probably want speed. This application gives you the ability to choose between those modes, which is brilliant. Let me also reiterate that you can connect up to 4 devices via Wi-Fi. So then you have 4 other Android or iOS devices. It can be a mixture of the 2. It doesn't matter. Now, don't get me wrong. There are devices that are like $200 that are huge right now that offers this. But to me, what this particular model offers is the ability to have a professional signal going straight from a transmitter to a receiver, a strong, solid signal, as well as the Wi-Fi signal. So I've had experience with devices that allow you to connect with your cell phone or, your iPad, and they haven't been the most reliable. Usually you have to choose between the 2. Usually you don't get a receiver that's solid and the ability to connect to Wi-Fi to view your image with your tablets or cell phones. You usually have to pick or have multiple devices. This unit is small, it's compact, it gives you both. So to me, that's a game changer. That's why I even agreed to look at this product, because it answers everything in one. To give me HDMI and SDI, to give me a solid receiver, and to give me Wi-Fi where I can connect up to 4 devices in a small package that gets about 4 hours of battery life on the smallest Sony battery, to me is a game changer. And that's why I like this product. A few other things you need to keep in mind about this product is, one, it has a USB-C port on the side, so firmware updates can roll out and they can make adjustments based on your feedback. I like when companies do that because they plan to have a long life cycle for this product. Another thing you need to keep in mind is when you connect via Wi-Fi, I know in my experience, it helped when I disconnected the cellular data on my phone, or I cut off Wi-Fi Assist. So Wi-Fi Assist is simply when your phone connects to your Wi-Fi and it's not pulling the data it needs or cannot find an internet connection, it will also pull data from your cellular signal. If you're having a problem when you connect to it and you can't see the screen, that's what it is. In the instructions, it tell you to disable Wi-Fi Assist. For me, I just click the cellular button to cut the cellular side off on my iPhone when I connect and haven't had any problems. Because you got to think about it. I guarantee you one of the best monitors or screens in your house, period, is probably on your iPad or your iPhone or Android device. It's going to be much better than any other monitor that you purchase separately. Even the high-end Atomus don't really compare to the quality of your iPad. So the little things that Hollyland has included, little things like a battery indicator light. So I know when my battery is running out. Believe it or not, a lot of these devices don't tell you when your battery is about to die. And if you can imagine yourself on set filming and you're going through a great take and you hear rumbling behind you because their signal just died, it is the most embarrassing thing ever. However, with the OLED screen that's beautiful and bright, you can see when your battery is about to die. In fact, it'll let you know about 30 minutes before the battery is dead. And also keep in mind, it does not come with the batteries. The way I normally power it is I use the power cable for the receiver. For the transmitter, I run it through a D-type battery that's connected to my rig. I don't have any problems. I love it. I also use Sony batteries as a backup, just in case something goes, just in case the cable's knocked out of my receiver. I got a small Sony battery, and you get about 4 hours of battery life, again, with the Sony batteries. So let's do a quick recap on what makes this thing dope. You get to transmit video for up to 400 feet. You have HDMI and SDI to choose from, so any camera you have in the future will be future-proof. You can also connect an additional receiver if you purchase one, which is dope. And you can connect up to 4 iOS or Android devices. Still dope. You have the ability to record onto that device from that feed and circle it or send comments to a person via text message. You just sending a video, you just sending an image while you're in the middle of the shoot. That's excellent. Like, show me where you can do that at. Even with the antennas up, it's still fairly small compared to my iPhone X. Keep in mind, this is not the Max or the XR. Pairing the items are very simple. They're normally plug and play. Cut them on, they usually connect and pair right away. If not, all you got to do is change them and put them on the same channel and they'll find each other and connect. That's another great thing. You have multiple channels. So if you're in an area where there's a lot of wireless interference and you're dropping frames, you can just go change the channel. There's little things that I like about the unit is the unit tells you when there's no video signal. So you're not figuring it out. You're not like, you don't think that the issue is lack of connection, but the transmitter is saying, hey, we ain't got a signal. That's why the receiver don't got a signal. And you don't think it's a wireless issue. It can be a cable issue. I like this compared to other units. Troubleshooting other units is difficult when you don't know if it's the problem, your cable's the problem, or your HDMI output or port is the problem. This will tell you, we don't got no signal to send, brother. Go figure it out. And the fact that they give you a 5th antenna in the box tells me a lot about this brand and this company. That to me is just little stuff. You don't get that no more. Tell me the last time you bought something and they said, hey, here's a little extra something just in case you lose it. It's hard to even get extra screws for something you buy at IKEA. So for them to do this, I mean, I don't even see myself taking the antennas off or losing it. However, just in case I put it in and I bend it and I break it or something, I know I have an extra antenna. That to me says a lot about the brand. So is this a product that I will continue to use? Yeah, it's dope. What do you want me to say? Like, it's dope. Show me something better without spending $3,000, $4,000. Show me something that's better. If you go look at Teradek, like they just released something similar not too long ago, and look at the price on that thing. These are going to be $649. Find me something that's close with latency like this. That's wireless and connects up to 4 devices and give you a receiver. Now, don't get me wrong. There are devices out there that are small that have built-in batteries. So you can't swap a battery that can connect wireless devices, and they're nice and they're cute. That's cool. But that to me is not a solid professional signal. It works for close range. It works in circumstances where I can use my phone. However, when I need something serious that's made out of metal, that's going to send a signal to a big monitor or a monitor some ways away, I'm going with this. Plain and simple. If you guys like this video or you got any questions about this, post them in the comments. I would love to answer them. I wasn't paid to do this review. They sent me out the product and they say, speak how you feel about it. And I did. So if you guys have questions about this particular unit, I would love to answer them in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video.